Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Jordan here. Today we're going to be checking out a massive LEGO city layout. This was put together by NALUG, or the Northern Alberta LEGO Users Group. And they actually put this display together for GETS, or that's the Greater Edmonton Train Show. So this is a collaboration effort of a bunch of different people that have put this together, and there's a whole bunch of different custom trains, buildings, landscape, trees, and just a whole bunch of cool stuff packed into this layout here. And something I'm 100% jelly of is the fact that they have 9-volt track. All of the trains that you see are running on the old school 9-volt track. None of these are RC. And just a quick note on their sign there, I like how it's 3D, but those white bricks are becoming yellow, aren't they? Back to the 9-volt track and how I'm super jealous about that. Just like very envious of that, because you don't have to change batteries in your RC trains. Like, that is so cool. Also, check out this massive CN locomotive. That one there was actually done by Ryan Harris, and we actually featured that on a video once upon a time here on the channel. Before I get too far, there are some things that you need to keep an eye out for, and they're right there on this piece of paper. Let me know if you spot them by commenting below. But yeah, this layout is super neat, and it doesn't just have LEGO's cityscape with trains. There's all sorts of cool stuff like skyscrapers. Yep, right up to the ceiling there, which is pretty neat. There's also a nice fire station here with some custom built fire trucks within. A farm that's got pigs, and also the pig CMF. The mystery shack, which I believe is from Gravity Falls. There is a cornfield. And there's a lot more than that as well. There's a fantasy area, massive trees everywhere. There's 2 Vestas wind turbines there, trains zooming around all the time. And there's actually a 100% custom amusement park. Wait till you see that. It's pretty wild. But first, let's take a look at this fantasy area right here. Very colorful. Lots of custom built trees in all sorts of different colors. It's got the Disney train zooming around there, completely covered in plate, tile, studs, jumpers, sets, Moana, Maui, custom built water, a train station. Like, there's just like so much stuff jammed onto this fantasy area, and it looks pretty cool. One of my favorite areas in this fantasy area is the Elsa Frozen Ice Castle. I like the way that they have it suspended up off the ground, and there's just so much different texture, and the bridge going up to the castle is just really, really nice. So that's a pretty cool area, and what I like about this layout is it actually has custom stuff, and it has official LEGO sets. Sort of like ours, you know? So you've got things like Sesame Street, you got the Ghostbusters HQ, you got these big towering custom trees. And one thing that we need to remember is that they took 1 day to set this up. So they all worked on a layout together, and then they all brought their own things, and they all set it up in 1 day. So you got to think they had to transport all of this stuff, set it up for the show. Pretty cool. I like that custom bus there that actually represents the ETS, or the Edmonton Transit System buses. And you got the yellow and blue passenger train ripping around there in front of the drop ride, and also the other haunted house, which is from the Monster Fighter series, the Green Grocer, the Palace Cinema. Very cool. And behind that, we've got a custom set of townhouses, the corner garage, right by this massive custom building in the dark tan there as well. Then we've got the boutique hotel, the bookshop, the police station, and the train zooming around, and all those custom trees. Next up, we've got the custom amusement park here. This is very cool, all automated, all working, all moving. And the person that built this said that this is actually 1/3 of his custom built rides. We've got like breakdance, we've got like this gravity ride right here that I would not want to ride. I would definitely make a mess of my shirt. We've got the teacups over here that's called Spin Sanity in that nice coral color. Just crazy mechanisms that go into creating the motion of all of this stuff. And I actually have more video that's going to be coming up later on in this video, specifically featuring these rods. So make sure you stick around for that. I just want to finish going around and checking everything out. Next up, we have some space stuff here. Note the cat. There is a mech riding the cat. That's pretty cool. Giant custom yellow spaceships there that look pretty awesome. And then we got some of the official sets, such as the yellowing Saturn V. Do not put your Saturn V in direct sunlight. Those harsh rays will turn your white Lego yellow. And then a custom factory right here. And the factory is loaded full of minifigures. I specifically like the top floor of the tower right here, where you can see there's the meeting of the Muppets. Very funny indeed. So a massive layout. Let's specifically have a detailed look at those rides. Another thing I'm pretty jelly of is the fact that they have the monorail going around the amusement park here, where we have 7 custom rides. And pretty much all 7 of those rides are ran on the old school electronics, like these switches. I don't even know what they're called. I've never used them before. It's something that they run 9-volt train on as well, right? But yeah, this roller coaster is pretty sick, all custom. As it comes down and rolls up to the queue, it automatically opens up the gates to allow the passengers to exit and the new passengers to come on. I thought that was just so cool. It runs on like sensors or something like that. Then when the gates close, boom, it starts moving and it goes back up and then back down and around. So it's just like all automated, which is super neat. I have no idea how they do that. The bumper cars are like magnetic. There's magnets under there that are causing the bumper cars to drive around and bump into each other. That is like so interesting to me. I have no idea how you would build that in Lego. The carousel is rebranded as Olaf's Carousel. So it does take design elements from the carousel set, but then it rebranded it into Olaf and also all new color scheme, everything like that. So that's definitely a really interesting idea. The other rides are some of my favorite ones. I really like Spin Sanity. Like that thing just looks insane, just the way it moves so seamlessly going around in circles, and it's also spinning as well. Like the teacups are spinning as well, and that one just going around like crazy. It's just so many spinning rides that I would not last very long on. This one's really cool as well. This is actually one of the only ones that's ran on a battery box, so it is running out of batteries, but all the other ones that you saw were all on that operation system there, which is pretty neat. There's also this massive tower here, and it's got this train track along the base of it. Unfortunately, it's out of batteries, but all of those would spin around it. Also, the tower itself is spinning. It was Beverly who created it, and it looks awesome with all the stained glass. So I was able to get behind the table here where we can check out some of the massive builds, including this factory. Whenever I see a train though, my camera always like attaches to it. I'm like, ooh, train. But yeah, also behind the table you can see some of these massive trees and skyscrapers. And then of course you have to have a look at the fantasy area from behind as well, where you can see all the awesome tile work and just how much color there is. This bush build is very simple, but very interesting. I never would have thought of it. You just put those flowers onto the bushes. Those are 2 big Vestas wind turbines going. And then we got the mystery shack. Yeah, once again, pretty detailed. I glanced over it the first time. And then we get this giant cornfield, lots of bamboo and cylinders there. Pigs and carrots. And trains zooming around. I like the farm though. These grain cars are very detailed. I like how they have the big custom decals. The Alberta and Saskatchewan. CN on the boxcars, CP rail, and then back here is once again that massive CN locomotive. And you got the Canada grain car, the Alberta grain car in a couple different colors. Just looks fantastic, and that's right beside the double cafe corner. Space area, got lots of different space stuff. In particular, I really like these big custom yellow spaceships that were done by Colin, who's one of the main guys behind NALUG. Overall, had a great time at the Greater Edmonton Train Show, checking out the booth that NALUG put together. Lots of cool stuff here. Custom trains, custom buildings, some sets. Just an overall great time, great experience at the Greater Edmonton Train Show. So thanks for having me, NALUG. Appreciate it, and I hope you guys found all of the little Easter eggs throughout this video. Thank you so much for coming on by. Remember to like, subscribe, and stay tuned.